Are we doing chores today? Okay. I feel like this video has been long overdue, and I'm actually really excited about it because, again, I feel like it's been very long overdue. I've just been throwing these really bougie videos at you guys with $300 products, $100 products, and I really actually do want to like get ready and like do my makeup because I have stuff to do today. I got like so many videos to catch up on. I got a nap I need to catch up on. We've been pretty distant lately and haven't been able to coordinate a time. You get it. But like I said, I really feel like I owe you guys this video. I've just been throwing out super like expensive bougie videos right before the holidays, which is so rude of me because I know so many of you guys are on a budget and you're more like, yo, Gloria, I want to spend money on gifts, not on this phase, which I totally get it. I have the best time buying gifts for other people and the hardest time buying gifts for me, except for Taco Bell. But that's besides the point. We're still gonna get started though. To start off with, I'm going to use the Essence High Beauty Primer. This primer is, I believe, like $6.99, $5.99, something super low like that. It's Essence, so it's gonna be more on the affordable side. All these products, Wellll, are on the affordable side. Where's my mirror? That's what I want to know. Where'd that go? That's what it smells like. Oh my gosh, yo. This primer smells like McDonald's sweet tea. To set and prime my face with, I'm gonna be using these Pop Makeup Magnet Mists. This one I've had for a while. This I just recently got in PR and I'm actually like really want to try it out, even though it might be the same exact thing as this one. I don't know. This smells like mint and I'm for it. Are you guys the same thing? Also, if you guys don't know, Pop Beauty is very, very, very affordable. I don't know where they sell it in store, but I know they're very much available online. And if you are hooked up with the Ipsy Glam bag, you get a lot of these items. Now we're gonna go in with foundation. For foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick. This is honestly one of my favorite foundations ever. High-end, low-end, bougie right in the middle. I love this foundation. And honestly, it's one of those foundations that I feel like is so slept on because I don't hear anybody talk about this foundation, especially not anymore. Like I feel like people got hyped about the Wet n Wild Photo Focus line, period, and then they just forgot about it, which on the other very opposite hand, I'm over here like, yo, still the goat. But you know, it is kind of like an older foundation, so I get it. But I do think that this is one of the best foundations ever, and it comes at like a beautiful price tag. Or sometimes it's like $4, guys. I'm not even joking. If you got them Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens hookup points, and Todd, you're beautiful. Seriously though, like look at how very beautiful this complexion is. It just leaves you looking very natural, kind of on the dewy side, but not too much. And I have oily skin, guys. My pores are already doing the most. I really don't need help in that area. But again, I don't really love a stark matte finish. I really prefer a natural one, and this gives me exactly that. By the way, I am using the shade Golden Honey. I believe this is like my closest shade in the range. I feel like I have a better match in the liquid version, but this is what we, you know, got to work with, and I really do make it work. While we go ahead and let this foundation and my skin kind of, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows now. For my brows, I'm probably gonna use the cheapest item in this video. And I'm not even exagerando, mija. Like, this thing is so freaking cheap. But it's actually a really good brow pencil. And I know it couldn't come like very sketchy, but honestly, like, since I've worn it, so many people compliment me on my brows and are like, yo, what product do you use? Because it literally makes them look natural. Like, it doesn't make them look clumpy or stamped on or kind of like just that really drawn on effect. It does make them look natural. It has that kind of powdery brow effect, and I get a lot of compliments on it, and they're always like, what pencil is it, where'd you get it? And I'm always like, yo, it's actually on a website called Shein. I know it's a sketchy website. I do not recommend the clothes from there, but the brow pencil, I'm not joking, guys. I have 10 of these just because they're so cheap. Bought a whole bunch, and I keep them stacked because I just think they're so good, and I'm always afraid they're gonna run out because again, they're so cheap. And like, I don't love recommending these products to you guys, but it is a good product. I personally haven't had any bad outcome with it. I personally haven't gotten like any rashes or any bumps or anything like that. It really is a good brow pencil, and I honestly can't recommend it. Now for concealer, we got options. I have so many favorite drugstore concealers. I honestly think you don't have to buy a high-end concealer. Honestly, ever. There are so many good concealers at the drugstore. It's downright stupid. Like, we got the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. We got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. Back on the Photo Focus train. We got these from Joah. The ones from Elf, the hydrating ones. I wasn't a fan of the original Camo concealers, but the hydrating Camo concealers. So many concealers that I'm like, chef's kiss. Like, they're just so good. I really don't think you ever really have to drop money on concealer. Ever. And because I want to kind of show you guys a variety of like the concealers that I've been loving, I am going to use two. I'm going to use the Elf Camo concealer just to clean up my brows. And then I'm going to use the Joah concealer on my face just to give you guys like an option. Although we're not going to do the concealer right now on the face. I'm really just going to prime my eyes and clean up my eyebrows. We're actually going to do eyeshadow first. For eyes, we're actually not going to do anything too crazy. I have so many eyeshadow palettes that are so affordable. I have these from Kokie, which I got in PR, which I'll have to feature in another video because these were actually $14 each. Or at the very least, I think they're $12 each. But there are some palettes from Kokie that are under $10. I think they're like $7.99. Those are the ones that come in the plastic packaging, however. These are great too, guys. I wanted to feature them because I really do think they're great palettes. And Kokie you can find exclusively at Rite Aid, and it really is such a great brand. There's also a bunch of really great palettes from Maybelline. Elf has great palettes. I just really wanted to kind of feature these because I feel like I don't talk about these enough, and I honestly think they're so great. These are the Kokie Crystal Fusion little cream eyeshadows. I have two shades of these that I really love. Starlight and Polaris, which I probably beefed that name in the face. And then I have these really cute eyeshadows from Elf. I'm pretty sure these two are the same. And this one is honestly adorable. I really like products like this. The one thing that I would say is kind of like the downside is that you don't have a transition shade to work with. But honestly, guys, some of these are so good, you don't need a transition shade. And at the very least, you could just throw your bronzer on, which is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to grab the bronzer from this Wet n Wild palette. This is I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a $5 palette or a $6 palette. But this is one of my favorite highlight contour palettes ever. One, it reminds me of the banana chocolate pops that no. I was talking about a popsicle. Those are my favorite. Anyways, this palette reminds me of that, okay? Also, this yellow is a very brightening yellow. This whole palette's actually really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and use this brown now while y'all get your mind out of the flippin' gutter, even though I put it there. I swear we're all just a bunch of bougie little B words. And I mean hard B and I and T, C-H, E-S. I can spell. Because honestly, like, this looks like such a pretty eyeshadow, like professionally done eyeshadow look. And it took nothing. It took nothing. Honestly, I think that eyeshadows are one of those things that we really don't gotta spend money on. But we do because we're bougie. Stop being bougie. What's the next thing? Concealer. The one thing we really have no excuse to be bougie on. I love it. I love it. I love my job. I'm going to be using the Joah concealers. I really love these concealers, guys. Honestly, I think they're so slept on because I haven't heard not one other soul here on YouTube talk about them. I don't really watch other souls on YouTube, but you know what? That's besides the point. Tati hasn't been on here in a minute, so who am I supposed to freaking watch? PewDiePie? Actually, he's pretty entertaining. I like him. I like to mix these shades. I use the shade Warm Nude and Neutralizer. I think I like to use Neutralizer all over the face, and then I use Warm Nude to kind of highlight. For the powder, because we gotta hop right along before my makeup creases, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Believe Beauty setting powder. I use mine in the shade Light Medium. This is one of my favorite setting powders ever, guys. It is under $5, I believe, or just a little bit over. Believe Beauty is one of those brands that I truly believe in. Under my eyes, I did go ahead and go back to the Wet n Wild MegaGlo contouring palette and grab the yellow banana shade and just put that under my eyes and in the places where I want my face to be a little bit brighter, because like I said, this is a really good brightening powder. I am gonna go ahead and apply blush. I've been doing this thing and it's a little weird, but you know what? It actually prevents me from getting like streaks and stuff on my face. I'm gonna use this one from Pop. This is the Prismatic Pop Palette. This has a blush topper, a matte blush, and 2 highlights. And it's from the brand Pop Again. Super beautiful. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use Dusty Rose and apply this on my cheekbones. Also because we're just not done being bougie. And not only is this my favorite drugstore blush, but this is literally one of my favorite blushes of all time. This is Nudist Society by Wet n Wild. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous blush, especially in the fall. This is such a good blush. But now, speaking of bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Milani one. This one I believe is right at that tipping point of like where the budget is cutting at. I believe this is $9.99. So this might be one of the most expensive things in the video. Also, if you guys don't remember these are the Goodwill brushes. So I'm trying to use brushes that are also very affordable. Just to keep in theme, okay? Because again, she's real method. And then just to give my cheeks a really sun-kissed kind of glow, I'm gonna go ahead and use this bronzer by Milani. This is the Baked Bronzer in the shade Soleil. This is one of my favorite bronzers ever. And I'm really just gonna use this to toast the edges of my face. And for highlight, I'm gonna go back into the Pop palette and I'm gonna mix these two right here, which are Rosé Light and Galactic Pink. And I'm just gonna place these on the highest points of my cheekbones. I'm also gonna go ahead and finish off the eye look by popping both these colors in my inner corner as well. And because I never forget my under eyes and I always want to add at least something there, I'm going to go ahead and grab that same bronzer that we use as our transition shade and we're going to apply this under our lower lashes. Now to completely finish off the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and apply my Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. This is one of the best mascaras literally ever. This is such a dupe to my KKW mascara. My KKW mascara, it is, I would say, a teensy, like a hair bit darker, and formulation wise just a little bit better, but literally like a hair. But I will tell you right now, if you guys have any reservations at all about spending the $18 on the KKW mascara, I totally understand that. This is a fraction of the price. I believe this is like $7 or $8, $9. Nothing close to the KKW mascara. I think that's one thing where it really has that mascara beat. You're gonna find that the CoverGirl one really does hold up to the KKW, but it doesn't hold up to that price tag. So I really like this mascara. I recommend it to everybody who's like, I need a good drugstore mascara. CoverGirl Exhibitionist, uncensored. This one, yeah. And we are done and in our budget. Killing the game. And look at this pelo. I want to thank Maui. I forgot what the thing is called. It's Maui Moisture. Maui Moisture and OGX products. I've been using their curl line and yo, these curls. They're not a hoax, that's for damn sure. I grew these myself. I'm not really like gonna go through every one of these products because they're on my face and honestly they're pretty good. By the way, on the lips, I used a couple of products from Milani. The Milani lip liner I used is in the shade 04 All Natural, one of my favorite lip liners literally ever. The lipstick is from the Bold Matte collection and I got it in the shade 3. And the lip gloss is from Colourpop and it's part of their Roller Gloss little launch. I like these lip gloss because they remind me of going to the Tianguis with my parents, and like when they would give me $5 to like spend on whatever the F I wanted, I'd buy 3 of these and some hot Cheetos and think I was that perro. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of these products I really enjoy. The Pop ones were the only like brand new ones, and I did enjoy this palette. It's not my favorite blush palette, but honestly for being the price it is, and I like the pan sizes, I like the colors are really good, and everything else I kind of know. I talked about it enough, I feel like, in past videos. But like I said guys, this video was really important for me to do. I really want to give you guys like the best mixture of videos I possibly can. I know I've been talking your ear off and making you join that in debt train, which we really don't need a board, guys. There's a worldwide pandemic, murder bees, and I think the bubonic plague is back. We really don't gotta be spending money like that, okay? Let me spend the money for you. Let me save you that trip and those bills. Let me help you.